Went to Becky's house on Webster Street, right, Becky? We had come home from wherever we were living, and we went to Becky's house, and there were some ladies sitting around her dining room table. And I said to Becky, Becky, honey, I don't know who your friend is sitting here. Well, they all started laughing. It was Nancy. She had gotten a new hairdo, and I just did not recognize her. Well, that wasn't the story. The next day at the reunion, Nancy shows up at the reunion with a sign around her. My name is Nancy. That's true, isn't it, Becky?
That is true.
I was embarrassed to death.
That was a good one. Oh, I forgot. See, I
He
forgot
likes
that.
Nancy's. Now wait a minute, Becky. You've got to tell the story about the midget. You've got to tell this story. You've got to. It's hysterical. You've got to tell it.
Well, if we're telling Nancy stories, I could go on and on. For one thing, we slept together all those years, and when the Hadfields lived across the the driveway from us, Larry, the son, and he was a teenager and real loud. Nancy and I would sing songs and act silly all night long. And of course, all the windows were open, and Larry had, I guess, take it as long as he could, and he'd scream out the window, Nancy and Becky, shut up! Well, then we just laugh more. We'd be like, oh.
It's diet, huh?
Did that. Okay, so Tom and I, Nancy and Anthony, and Troy gone to a basketball game.
Troy was little.
Yeah, Troy's little guy, 2 maybe, because I didn't have Heather yet. So he was 2. So we were in 2 different cars. So Tom and Anthony had left the game together, and Nancy and I, and we had Troy. And she was driving a truck. They lived on West Main up here and had their store. So we were going there to play cards after the game. So I'm gathering up diaper bag, and I set Troy down out of the car, and we were getting the rest of the stuff out of the truck. And Nancy came around the front and was walking up to the porch, and all of a sudden she lets out this horrible gasp like this, and I was like, "What? What is it?" And she said, "There's a midget on the porch." And it was Troy.
There's a midget on the floor, yeah.
She was dead serious. And she's screaming and violent, and I fall on the ground laughing. I said, so what if there had been a midget? Look at us, we're huge. Oh, I could tell her stories.
Oh my God.
So Troy the Midget was on the floor.